Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can hold me down. No leash, no chains, no goddamn crown. I'm a rebel, yeah, my spirit's raw. The world can't touch what the wild man saw. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Wheels screaming loud under a blood-red sky. Roads twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Ain't no cage that can
for Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
From the virtual 3D Richmond Raceway, we welcome you to the NASRA 360 Racing Network, and this is the semi-final playoff round. Here it is. There they are. 2 drivers left to go in each of the 6 colorful brackets, and whoever wins, if they do win, it's not a non-playoff driver, you are going to the championship 6 final, part of my language. We welcome you to the NASRA 360 Racing Network and the NASRA 360 Racing Network 200 from Richmond Raceway. I'm Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves alongside. Jacob, this is the semifinals, buddy. How excited are these races going to be? Richmond, Talladega, Homestead, Miami. If you want to make it to the finale at Vegas, you got to get through this round right here. 4 races left in the season. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Wesley Outland, good evening to you, and good evening to everybody out there watching here tonight live on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. This is going to be the big round right here. You got the short track, then you got a mile and a half to end it, and right smack dab in the middle of it, the Yellowhammer State of Talladega Superspeedway. You cannot beat this round. This is how it's supposed to be. 3 completely different tracks from the other. I'm just tickled to death there's not another damn road course the rest of the season. I'm tickled to death about that. But you got 3 completely different tracks. This one's going to get interesting tonight. It'll get interesting next week at Talladega, but this one's going to be interesting because we could see some beef here tonight. The bump and run, the dump and run, it could happen here this evening.
And let's take a look at the starting lineup for the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series here at Richmond Raceway, the 3/4 mile racetrack. Kerry Tribune and Stephen Page are on the front row. Row number 2 will find Andrew Harris and Matt Cherry. Row 3, Jonathan Cofield and Stephen Thomas. Row 4, Adam Newton and Tyler Goodwin. Then you've got Bo Tiffany, Lucas Lyons, your top 10. Throw in row number 6 for Chrome Racing, Joey Stiers and Phil Pappas. Row 6, your top 12.
Then you go to 13th, you can have Justin White sitting there in the number 2. The number 2 sitting in 13th spot, 971 NASRA's area code, Nate Maurer in the house. Watch out for Maurer. He's really good here at Richmond. We'll see how it turns out for him tonight. He'll start 14th with Chad Ross and Colton Hogan making up row number 8. Raul Meza, Joshua Suss back there in row number 9. And Triple J, Jeffrey Johnson Jr. in 19th with Dane Hagan in 20th. Lee Bailey the 3rd and Cody Dodd back there 21st, 22nd. Cole Larson and Taylor Peacock the top 24.
The rest of the lineup will find Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog in the back there with J.D. Larson, row 13. Row 14, Robert Richards and Brady LaBeouf. Joey Stiers, Roger Diebold in the top 30. Those drivers as well. 15 rows, 30 trucks ready to go at it. TJ Moore is the race director. There's a look at the race details on the bottom right. 200 laps. We're going to go 50 laps to stage 1 and a caution. 50 laps to lap 100 in stage number 2, and then another 100 laps to determine the winner. We're at the top of the hour. If you're listening on the radio, we'll pause quickly for 10 seconds of station identification on CRN. The green flag is next.
Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM. Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Temperatures right now, it is a hot one. Track temp at close to 99 degrees. Outside temperature is 84. Partly cloudy conditions with a northeast wind at 4 miles an hour. Humidity, though, very down to only 38%. Remember, if you're one of the drivers of the 6 brackets with the colored teams, You advance if you win to the championship six. The semifinals coming to the green flag. We're underway. It's time to bring the action at the short track at Richmond. Kerry Tribune leads them off with a whole shot in turn 2, Jacob Reeves.
Tribune, oh, baby, already getting interested. Kerry Tribune's going to get dumped on the back chute. Andrew Harris got him in the left rear, spins him around. Everybody taking evasive action, trying to get around Kerry Tribune. They ain't even making a lap. And, oh, baby, I feel like we may have a little bit of beef already.
The pole man, Kerry Tribune, short end of the stick, and he spins. Watch the replay. And Jacob, you gotta wonder if Lucas Lyons might still be a little frustrated about what happened to him last week. Remember the crazy race there between, well, actually that was Jonathan Cofield. Watch this again, Cofield. Boy. All right now, Auburn man, you gotta be a little patient. Pinched Stephen Page up against the wall, and then Cofield gave a shot to Kerry Tribune. Man, that's frustrating here in the early going, Jacob. You don't want to do that you don't want to do that in the start of the race. Wow.
Nah, you don't want to get anybody turned around out of any of that. Nobody wants to get turned around. Kerry Tribune, I mean, he is going to be, oh, Lord, he's going to be absolutely livid out of that. Yeah, livid, I mean, ticked off, peed off, however you want to look at it, before you even get the race going and already getting turned around. We'll see who they give the EOL to. Jonathan Cofield, Andrew Harris, one of those guys, one of them got into him. Both of them got the white fronts on their trucks, but I'm telling you, Kerry Tribune's not going to be too happy about that. Page was coming on the outside. Looked like Kerry may thought about coming down to the inside, but it looked like whoever it was that got into him and hooked him, they come up more than Kerry come down.
So right now we see trucks coming down to the pit lane for work, and obviously there is Joey Stiers. Joey, if you can hear us, buddy, change your camera a little bit, buddy. No, don't mess with the camera. It's on his end. Never mind.
Don't touch it.
I wonder how heartbroken the Indiana people are right now, man. Them damn Oklahoma City Thunder, man. I was not rooting for the Thunder to win last night. And I think when, man, and when what's his face went down, that really hurt. He broke his Achilles heel. Yeah, he did, man. And what sucks is he slid across the floor of all things, man. And it took him out. Like, wow. I mean, come on.
I didn't see it, but I heard it wasn't too good. That's all I know. I just know it didn't. Sound pretty.
Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton slid across the floor and he tore his right Achilles heel last night in the start of the game, and I think that just took the sales out of everybody that was a Pacers fan or player, or teammate, coach, and you lost your number one guy. That'd be like if something happened to Jordan. Back to the restart zone. Ready for a green flag. Hey, by the way, if you're interested and you want to be a sponsor for the restart zone, this Geico does not give us any damn money. Let us know, and we will get you hooked up. We're back to green. Harris in the lead, Jacob in 2.
Yeah, Harris is able to get the jump on the outside. Everybody's still clean and green for the most part. West Outland, we might get a green flag lap in. Harris leads them off forward. Cofield and Cherry back there laying in the weeds.
Back at it again, down into the corner. As Cofield right there setting his sights on Andrew Harris for that top spot. We're short track racing. Though we're at a short track, there's got to be some patience. Am I right, though, Jacob? I mean, you just can't sell it off in there early. Got nothing but love from my buddy from, whoa, Richards around. Robert Richards spins. Caution out. The man with the all-time starts of NASRA spins on the back straightaway for our second serve pro caution of the race. Wow.
I'm telling you, baby, these cautions are coming absolutely quick, to be honest with you. I mean, they're just snapping off. You see these guys coming off of turn 2. You're going to see a lot of this here tonight with guys coming off of turn 2, getting loose. getting loose coming off of turn 4 as well. Turn 4 will be the big one. We talked about that track tip as high as it is. Look at Richards already sideways. Cody not. Just tried to jam on the brakes, try to get away from him. Hit him in the tailgate. Tried to go low. Richards comes down, trying to straighten it out. Not ends up spinning him around anyway. But watch it again. You see him. Got that wheel cracked all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Keeps literally seesawing the damn thing back and forth, back and forth. And eventually ends up getting finished off. That's off turn 2. Turn 4 will also be a bad one as well. We get some long green flag runs in. Coming off of these corners will be treacherous here this evening.
Caution coming out 2 times very quickly in 10 laps, and it has been yellow flag city here for the start at Richmond.
For Murph's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Here at Richmond Raceway, as caution coming out, and you want to ring the bell? Dean, or do I need to ring the bell, or does Jacob want to ring the bell? Who wants to ring the bell?
We got beef.
Why you got beef for, Jacob, as we get ready for a restart?
These damn cameras. These cameras, not what Dean's showing, but obviously on my end, I'm looking at some other stuff as well. And iRacing, the cameras. Dean, I feel a little bit like you sometimes. I mean, I know you had that little rant one time when we were at Rockingham on the Friday night series. You just absolutely went off on iRacing on that. They screw them with the cameras. They're making us pay for Gen 4 cars that we already had. iRacing, why are you doing this to us? The poor man does not need to spend any more money here on this service. We got beef.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Back to the restart zone, and we're back underway. Oh, wow. 37 laps remaining in stage 1, and we already got Jacob off the rails. Harris on the restart, Cofield on the outside, and holy camole, we're about to stack them up 3 wide again in the back, and they are going to go 3 wide off 4.
Yeah, they're looking 3 wide back there in the back. Joshua Suss back there in that area. Could be Justin White, could be Joshua Suss. Hell, could be Raul Meza. I can't see because of these cameras. But up front, Andrew Harris still has the lead, and Cofield's trying to run him down off turn 2.
Guys, you're not going to win the race on the first lap or opening laps, and they got to be patient right now. There you see down to the inside. There goes Thomas. Thomas got Stephen Page to deal with. There goes that Chevrolet up on the outside lane. The Fast AF, you do the abbreviation for what it means. Working on the outside, and Page now to 4th. Clears by Thomas and Lyons in the back straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, he's able to shoot right by him. Check this out. Diving it down, son. How do you do? 44. Stephen Thomas. Lucas Lyons latched right onto him. Remember what happened at Kentucky last week? Lucas Lyons, Brady LaBeouf, Justin Lumpkin, all of those guys in that last lap deal. Lucas Lyons wanting to come up here and get a little bit of revenge. He's got Thomas right in front of him. They're in that blue bracket. So obviously Lyons trying to lead the blue bracket guys here tonight at Richmond.
Harris in the lead right now to the outside lane. Cofield is there. Look at now Cherry and Page. Thomas on the inside. Pushed out of line goes the machine of Cofield. He'll challenge Harris, and right now Page gets some company by Lyons and Thomas on the outside out of turn 4.
Yeah, they got to be very careful. Woo, baby, couple of them aside there for a split second, getting a little squirrely. Page got squirrely. Oh, Lyons damn near got squirrely and sent it straight up into Stephen Page, but they keep it straight coming off of turn number 2. Page up top. Now he's going to go around. He finally sent him. Page gets sent. Lyons sends him in 3, and we got another Serve Pro caution, and I've got a feeling we got more beef. Damn.
I'm waiting for the bell.
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and have it on. Yeah, there you go. We got beef.
I still like the old one. I still like we got beef here, Joe. I really do. There goes Lyons into the 47. Thomas nowhere to go. Bo Tiffany on the checkup. And the Serve Pro caution coming out for the 3rd time. If I was the race director right now, boy, I would be laying into these guys, man. I am telling you, like, this. Thank you. I'm here all night. It is too early for this kind of nonsense. Look at Lyons right there into the left rear of Thomas. And I mean, oh my goodness. Why, Jacob? Why? And don't. Oh, the humanity indeed. And Stephen Page was being very aggressive too. So what goes around comes back around, right, Jacob? I mean, come on. Seriously.
We got beef right here, Joe. That's the one that you like right there, Wesley Outlet. But I agree with you 100%. What goes around comes around. Page chopped his nose a couple of times. And Lyons, remember, still got that little bit of beef from last week and everything else. Or at least I would think out of all that was leading right there on the white flag lap. But, I mean, nobody's giving a damn anymore. I mean, they honestly are not, Wesley Outland. You mentioned it a while ago. We are in the semifinal rounds. You are racing one guy to try to get into the championship round. You are racing one guy. That is it. And you've got to make it happen. Lyons is right there with Thomas. Both of them are racing in the blue bracket. Stephen Page got in the way. Page come down, chopped his nose. Lyons backed off. Went in the next corner, chopped his nose again. Lyons wasn't having it, and he just sent him.
Another caution, another Serve Pro caution coming out again. As Harris right now in the lead. Let's see where Harris is. Harris, are you in? Harris got eliminated last week, as a matter of fact, from the blue bracket. So, got Lucas Lyons and Stephen Thomas all around him. And you know, Phil Harris is, he's just like, hey, man, I'm here for the party. And, Jacob, there's nothing wrong with it because, remember, non-bracket drivers can come in and spoil the party. And there are some really good drivers that are not in the Championship 6 chance semifinals. And, yeah, they can get in there and spoil the party and make people cry if they want to.
Well, Wesley, what we saw right there, if you looked in that yellow bracket where Taylor Peacock is, guess who he's going against? It's Kerry Tribune. Made it started on the pole. He's already out. He didn't even make a lap. And Kerry Tribune still is really good here at Richmond. But it certainly ain't going to be him or for him this evening.
Green.
Back to the restart zone. Green flag back out. Back here at the updated 3D Richmond Raceway. So this is kind of like the new updated version of this track. Makes it so more realistic, like they're just popping up at you there, Jacob, in 3D as they work off 4. Harris, Cofield, Lyons, Cherry, Tiffany, your top 5 as we're heading to the midway point of stage 1.
Yeah, I can't really tell that they're popping up and everything. I mean, I really can't, to be honest. Not a good way to transition with West because I already got beef without racing. I'm just kidding. Anyway, up at the front, Harris tried to hold it down. Now Lyons, Cofield, now they're going to slug it out for that second spot. Matt Cherry, Bo Tiffany. Bo Tiffany was actually out in the very first round. And here comes the Bulldog of Adam Newton. He knows how to get it done at Richmond. Working his way around Stephen Thomas, trying to get him up a spot up to 6th.
By the way, remember, keep an eye on Justin Lumpkin. That driver advanced into the semifinals by winning last week in a wild finish over Lions and LaBeouf, one that we'll always be talking about in the annals of NASRA racing history. And I think it was 0.0012 at the line. It was really, really close. And anyhow, Lumpkin into the top 20 right now with that win, advanced into the semifinals. And he had mono. Sick Sunday in the ER, in the hospital. Came back, raced, won the damn thing. Right now, him and Nate Maurer battle. Let's go on to the back as they go back into the corner, into turn number 3 there, Jacob.
Yeah, everybody working their way going into turn number 3, working it all around. There you see 971 Nate Maurer. I'm telling you, watch out for Nate Maurer. He knows how to get it done here at Richmond. He's won races here in the DSR Electric Truck Series at Richmond. Raul Meza got the big guns with the Serpro truck. Here trying to work his way up through the field, currently sitting back here around the 14th spot. But everybody fanning out, very multi-grooved racetrack, believe it or not. You can actually, if you can pull it off over in 3 and 4, you can run all the way up against the wall. We saw Jordan Jurassic do it on the Friday Night Concerns and Police Survivors Truck Series. So really multi-grooved over here in 3 and 4, anybody, but you can run in any lane over here.
There goes the Copper. Suss from Kansas right now. Right now, Joshua Suss in the top 15 is in 12th right now, battling with Maurer and with Peacock on the inside. He's a sour ring, and he's one of them sour rings. Yeah. And he's got to say meow every time we race. Meow. Here they come off turn 4. Meow.
I know you ain't talking about me. I'm not doing that. There's no way. I'm not even gonna attempt to do the
Jacob,
cat meow. And
they go into turn 3. Meow. Goodwin and Thomas alongside each other. Meow.
Ain't got nothing for that, but Newton was able to work his way up there in that spot. Bo Tiffany right there in front of him as well. And so far, for the most part, Andrew Harris, like we saw a while ago, got knocked out last week. Is kind of on a, Dean was actually telling us in the green room, before the start of this thing, that he is in a position to where he can come out here and whoop everybody's tail and make a statement and be like, I should have been in a shot to try to be in the Championship 6. Remember, he was in the Championship 6 last season, but there was a call that went wrong at Homestead last season for him. Remember that?
Yeah. Is that Justin White and Jeffrey Johnston battle side by side? That goes on. Poor, damn, Jacob's not playing with me today, man. Look at this, Justin White. Good to see him back again. Justin White to the deuce, down to the inside. Brady LaBeouf in that fight as well as they work into turn 3.
And Bray LaBeouf is also a previous winner here at Richmond. But they get them stacked up, looking 3 wide again. Triple J losing spots. Had a shot down on the inside, but they ended up closing the hole off. He ends up having to back away and losing a ton of spots. He was up there with Justin White. Now everybody has shot around Triple J. And now Joshua Suss, you see him up on the top side. LaBeouf down on the bottom. Almost from door banging. Suss tried to cut him off. Meza ain't having it. They'll go 3 wide in turn 1.
Was too close for company. Oh my goodness, hold on. Too close for comfort. Me, meow, 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 ow, ow, ow. Down into the corner, 3 wide, hanging to the bottom. He'll throw the block on Meza. And look at Brady LaBeouf just scamper from them like a cat running away from a possum in a dark alley.
I got a feeling Joshua Suss just literally saw his NASRA career flash before his eyes. If he would have dumped Brady LaBeouf, we got a caution, Serpro.
Boy, a big crash up ahead. A lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. Oh, wow.
Adam Newton.
The 19, Adam Newton, the Bulldog involved. Adam Newton has crashed. He was in 7th. So Adam Newton What if he might have just got sideways there, Jacob, and then he got back rolling again? Let's see what happened to Adam Newton, the Bulldog. Caution out. My goodness, is this the fourth yellow of the race? Look at this again.
See, Pappas
Pappas give him a shot.
Run.
He sure as hell did. There he goes. Mama June's Jumbo Juice went for a ride. He got a little shake, rattle, and roll.
Good Lord.
Pappas did step away after he stepped on it, then he stepped off. Watch this. Oh, man. You know what? He said, hey, buddy, I'm going to take a wall hit for you too, brother. We're in this together. Oh.
Well, the bad thing about it is, though, Weston, we sit here, we joke about it, but at the same time, both of them has got to be ticked. Adam Newton's got to be sitting there. Phil, what are you thinking? Good possibility. I mean, there is a possibility because you get them guys. I mean, obviously, it is short track racing. We got beef. But when you get in those situations where you overdrive the corner, you get into somebody, you knock them sideways, somebody's going to have some hurt feelings, especially with how the race has been going. It has been a little bit of a caution fest here to start the race.
We're going to go to a break here at Richmond. I got a new one, though, for Jacob. We got beef right here. Meow.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Back to the restart zone. Field under 10 remaining in stage one. Back underway here at Richmond. It is Cofield getting company now from Harris in the lead. Lions watches on, and they're going to sell it off back into turn number two.
Yeah, I mean, and Cofield would absolutely love to get up here and get around Andrew Harris and be able to make something happen. Obviously, in that gray group, actually going up against Tyler Goodwin. Goodwin right there sitting in the fifth spot. Cofield would love to get the stage win right here and get a little bit of an advantage over Tyler Goodwin, but he's got to get around Andrew Harris first.
There's Cofield from Mumford, Alabama. Auburn fan down to the inside, ready to make this move on Harris. Harris will not give up the spot yet. There you see the interval from the leader from the tailgate to the front nose of the second place truck. That's Harris, Cofield, Lions peeking through as he got sideways as they work the back straightaway. Wow, Harris was dirt trucking in just a moment.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it looked like both of them a little bit sideways. Now Cofield's going to try to take another run at it, take another stab at it. He's got 5 laps to be able to try to pull it off. And now he's got Lucas Lyons latched right onto him. Obviously, both of them good buddies, but in different brackets and in different races, if you will. Stephen Thomas in that blue bracket way back there in 23rd. So Lyons can get him some positions out of this, but Cofield is driving for his life right now as Goodwin is still back there in that 5th spot. Cofield would love to get around Andrew Harris, but Harris ain't going to give it up.
There are 5 remaining here in stage number 1 with Harris in front, Cofield second. Cofield peeking on the bottom. Jacob, laps remaining. How important is it to be one of them color-coded trucks to try to get some stage points, especially on your run to the finals?
it's obvious. It's a big deal. That's exactly what you want. You get the stage points. You get an advantage over somebody that is not going to get those stage points. See Phil Pappas back there. Carriage Tribute. Taylor Peacock is loving this right here. Peacock up there in the 6th spot. Carriage Tribute is out of the race. It is literally a yard sale for Taylor Peacock. Any points that he can get right here is just literally a bonus because he hasn't got to worry about anybody trying to go up against him. And oh yeah, Talladega next week. That's Peacock's playground.
Well, you're on board with Andrew Harris, and he is sending it down into the corner. Solid run. He has led 48 of the 50 laps to start it. Carriage Tribute took out early. By the way, Carriage Tribute, oh boy, not even in the top 20 right now as they come to the line. 1 to go here. Final lap. Stage number 1. It is Harris, but Cofield in pursuit off 2 there, Jacob, last time.
Yeah, they're straight up sending it. Here comes Cofield. Will he be able to get a run or send it down on the bottom? May try to take it on the top side in 3 and 4.
Can't get there. Cofield pinched down on the bottom, and Andrew Harris will win another stage as the Surf Pro caution will be displayed at the end of stage number 1 here at Richmond. 5 cautions for on-track accidents. This caution for the end of the stage. Harris, Cofield, Lyons, Cherry, Godwin, Peacock, Tiffany, Maurer, LaBeouf, and White all locking up stage points.
Big key out of that right there, Wesley. And if we look, obviously we talked about Taylor Peacock and Carriage Tribute out of the race. Peacock up there obviously getting some big points. One of the big ones right there is Brady LaBeouf, who started 30th here this season and did not even qualify. Started at the back, started 30th, and he gets up here, gets some stage points. Justin Lumpkin does not. So some of these guys that are racing against one another in this head-to-head bracket style, some got points, some did not. That gray bracket, though, is absolutely wild because Cofield and Goodwin, both of them got stage points.
Summary, you just saw it on the bottom there at the end of the 6th caution. 49 of 50 laps led by the driver of Mr. Harris. And now we see Joey Stiers as the leader. I don't think he decided to pit. Others are pitting. We're taking a break. Class Mechanics Stage 2 is next, and Jacob has Stage 1 winner Harris coming up on the other side at the Big Hard. Meow.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Back here at the Richmond Raceway as we are wrapping up our 6th caution. Stage 1 in the books here at the NASRA 360 Racing Network 200. By the way, I'm kind of wondering, I'm having NASRA withdrawals, Jacob. I kind of mentioned it the other day, and I'm wondering when we're going to have, the Blanchard's Towing Xfinity Series come back, the NASRA Cup Series. I think we got Andrew Harris, though. Jacob, standing by the Stage 1 winner.
Yeah, Andrew Harris, congratulations on the Stage 1 win. Real quick, buddy, what's it going to take to be able to get the win here tonight at Richmond?
Just got to be able to save tire and keep up with these guys that I know are really fast behind me. I'm not a real fan of this track, so not too good here.
Let you get down there, buddy. Good luck the rest of the race.
Thanks, guys.
Green, green, green.
Oh, wow. Not a fan of Richmond. Harris does not like Richmond. How dare you? Glass Mechanic Stage 2 coming to green. We're underway. Back to head to halfway. This one will go to lap 100. They're in 2.
Yeah, and think about this. Joey Stires up at the front got knocked out by both of his teammates with swim last week. Think about that. Joey Stires having to go up against Adam Newton and obviously Nate Maurer. Both of them knocked him out last week when we was at Kentucky. Now here he is up here at the front, leading at Richmond with Stephen Page and Kermit the Frog back there in third.
Kermit the Frog here. I'm trying to get up to speed. He's up to third right now. As Page sideways off the corner, settle his sights on Joey Stires. Stires, Page, Smith, Ross, Harris, top 5. There they go into turn number 2.
And Harris basically is the one right here. I mean, all these guys up here in the top 6, they got nothing to lose. I mean, their season is over with, at least a run for a championship. But they can go for the win, get a little extra cash, however you want to look at it, and be able to carry some momentum when we go into season 6 next season. So all these guys are still racing for something. One guy that is racing for a championship, maybe, hold up, Andrew Harris, 3 wide. Down on the bottom side, take Chad Ross in the middle. Here comes Lyons. He's trying to follow him.
And we're 3 wide up the middle. Monkey in the middle is Ross. He'll power alongside Lyons. Smith on the outside, hung out to dry, and look at Harris get by them and clear him in 2.
Check out Taylor Peacock right there, 81. We talked about him. This is pretty much just send it for him. This is a freebie for him. Get all that he can get. Taylor Peacock, 24th all the way up to the 6th spot. Just got around Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith trying to run down Chad Ross. And not only that, try to get up here and crack the top 5. It looks like Peacock may be able to do it in 3 and 4.
Who is going to turn right into a wall? Because right now they're all making left turns. That's the $1 million question. As right now, Peacock, Ross, they're side by side. This is for 5th as they go into turn 1. Your top 4 up ahead, and we're single file in the corner.
Yeah, Peacock really wanting to try to get around Chad Ross. Looks like he's going to be able to complete that pass. So take Peacock up to the 5th spot. Chad Ross back to 6th. Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, Jonathan Cofield right there behind them in a little side-by-side battle. They was. Now Luke Smith able to get the run on the outside, but Cofield's going to dive it back down to the inside. Watch this 58 too. I talked about Nate Maurer. Watch out for Jonathan Cofield. He really loves racing on these short tracks as well. From Munford, Alabama, Cofield down to the inside of Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith.
That's Smith in that 27 Toyota up on the high side. The Chevrolet of Harris on the bottom. And right there on the inside with Stephen Page. He took that spot back away from them.
Oh, look at this.
Front 3 trucks for second now going at it.
One of those drivers is Lucas Lyons, obviously in the playoffs. Taylor Peacock laying back here watching all this transpire. Lyons down to the inside, Page up top. Lyons takes the spot. He'll follow Harris right on up through there. They are still trying to run down Joey Stires, who's sitting right in front of them. Lyons goes to 3rd. Page goes to 4th. Harris in 2nd. They're all chasing Joey Stires.
Lucas Lyons on the inside trying to make a shot on Harris. Harris got a little bump there. Got a little wiggle, jiggle, and a giggle, and a bobble. And right there, they dive into turn 3. Popping back in view. Harris, the leader. Lyons in 2nd. He's after him as another truck is blinking up ahead. That is Joey Stires, the leader. Too much blinking, and he's going to get DQ'd.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with that. Obviously, race director TJ Moore will be watching out for that. And Harris wants to dispose of him very, very quickly. Stires up top. Harris down on the bottom. Lyons thought about following Stires. He may think differently. But up front, baby, hold on, Joey Stires. Sideways, coming off turn 4. He's able to save it. Harris is not giving up down on the inside. Battle for the lead off turn 2.
Stires at third, watching the leaders work their way back to the line. Remember, we're going to lap 100 for stage number 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Right now, they're all single file, and it is the leader back in front. Harris again, off 2.
Lions would love to get in front of Andrew Harris, take the lead of this race, get him some stage points, and be able to make it the best way that he can out of every bit of this. Lions still holding on to second. Stires slipped back into the third spot. Peacock sitting in fourth. We saw Stephen Thomas in the blue. He is back here, mired back here inside the 14th spot, trying to get around Matt Cherry. So that little blue bracket will be interesting to watch. But Lions all up in the tailgate, almost getting into him off turn 4.
And Harris under attack on the bottom. Here comes Lyons. Lucas Lyons. Well, you know, he wants to get some redemption after getting snake bit last week in that finale in the quarterfinals between proverbial winner Lumpkin and obviously Brady LaBeouf. And it was announced that Lucas Lyons came down through the block on LaBeouf, and the contact was made on the white flag lap in turn 1. Now we see Harris and Lyons, lap number 71. They're going at it side by side at Richmond off 4.
Lyons is straight up sending it, trying to get around Harris, but Harris will get the run off of 4, get clear, take back the lead of this race. Lyons goes back to second. Stires still holding down third. Peacock trying to run him down as well. Look at Lyons. Look at him saw that wheel. I talked about drivers getting loose off of turn number 2, and especially off turn 4. Watch the wheel right here. Watch the contact. There it is. Kicking it a little bit to the right. I've talked about it before, Wesley Outland, with that egg up under the pedal. Do not crack that egg. You will go around. We've already seen guys snap loose here tonight at Richmond. Do not crack the egg. That is the focal point or the key point here tonight at Richmond.
We won't have beef. We'll have yolk right here, Joe.
Yes. A whole lot of it.
Oh, heading towards the quarter. 25 laps remaining here to the halfway mark of the race at Richmond here tonight. Harris right now clearly out in front over Lyons, Peacock, Stires, and Page. Winner last week, Justin Lumpkin, up to 8th now. Keep an eye on the purple number 18.
Look at this. There is Raul Meza working his way down on the inside of Stephen Thomas. Both of them trying to work their way into turn number 1. Meza down on the bottom side. Tyler Goodwin and Cole Larson behind them as well. A bunch of them getting sideways. Talked about it just a second ago. Do not crack that egg. And I guarantee you, if they crack the egg, it's not going to be over easy, Wesley Allen. It will come out scrambled 9 ways to Sunday. Be careful with that loud pedal, boys.
Cripple your brains. Working back into the corner again. Another lap on the board here. They fight their way again off the corner. There goes Justin Lumpkin. Here he is. Looks like he's looking a lot better than he did last week. Feeling better. Mono. Right now, though, got traffic up ahead. Remember, Palma June's 19 Newton spun in the first stage. Now he's fighting, clawing his way back to 8th and 9th as they work off 4.
Yeah, I mean, Adam Newton, trying to claw his way back into this bad boy one way or another. Just got around Lumpkin. Big battle. You see it right there live here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network up in front of Adam Newton as you're riding on board with Justin Lumpkin. And that battle is with Stephen Page, Jonathan Cofield, and Joey Stires. Stires still blinking up here. He's been blinking for the past couple of laps. Nobody said anything about it. I'm sure they're talking about it. There you go. Joey Stires blinked out again going into turn number 1. Cofield has got to be livid on the radio trying to figure out a way around him, especially when he can't see him. Stires goes to the top side. Cofield might have got his prayers answered. He'll go to 3rd spot.
So Jacob, my question is this. How long do they put up or tolerate with it? Will it be something where they finally say, all right, is enough here. If you don't get it fixed, you're done, or do you just randomly disappear?
Well, actually, I think race director TJ Moore has had enough of it because I'm seeing right here in the race chat, driver Joey Stires, truck number 23, you are going to the pits for connection issues. So Joey Stires will have to jump down pit road or the first chance he gets and go down pit road. It looks like, matter of fact, he has already went down pit road. He's already been sent there, so he is going to have to try to get that internet connection cleaned up.
That's heartbreak because he was in the lead, but I do got to give props to the race director for enforcing it, or for that matter, making it be where, okay, if this is an issue, this is something that's got to get cleared up immediately right now, Jacob, and I think they did that.
Yeah, but I mean, if he only stays about a lap or two down and he gets that internet connection straightened back out, Wesley Allen, we're going to get cautions. I mean, obviously, we're going to have a caution right here at lap 100 to end stage 2 presented by the Class Mechanic. And odds are there's going to be a couple of more cautions before this thing's all said and done. So he should be able to get back on the lead lap and be able to at least salvage what he can out of this. There's Justin Lumpkin. You talked about him a second ago. How about Robbie Richards? One of the very first cautions that we had here this evening. Got loose, spun around. Cody Knott got into him and knocked him sideways. Now Robbie Richards, who started 29th, he is up here inside the top 10.
Robert Richards, by the way, all-time starter of the series of NASRA. Career start tonight is number 428. And he makes his sights on Page now. This goes on. Inside the top 15. Watch him battle again. Whoa, here we go. Richards and Page right there side by side. That's in the top 10, correction. And Lumpkin watching on, licking his chops, ready to pounce.
Yeah, Kara Lumpkin out there in the live chat. Go, baby, go. Obviously, we know exactly who she is pulling for. And it ain't Robbie Richards or Stephen Page, son. She's pulling for the 18 of Justin Lumpkin right there behind him. Lumpkin may be laying back, waiting to see how this is going to play out with Page and Richards. Now he thinks different of it. Now Richards sends it on the bottom. Lumpkin's going to take it on the inside. He's going to try to go after Page, but Page will get the run off of turn number 4. But do not count out the 18. He's going to stick his nose down on the inside and go after Page.
Harris in the lead. It is Lyons in second. Oh, Lumpkin in trouble. Lumpkin turns into Page, and they wreck on the back straightaway. Caution is out. 7th. 8th caution of the race. Oh, no.
Oh, boy, Kara Lumpkin's going to be so mad at us. She's going to be so ticked off at us. I mean, boy, Lumpkin had a great run going. But, I mean, when we look at this, Wesley, on the Pulse Poppers Instant Replay.
6th caution,
Lumpkin,
excuse me. 6th caution of the race. Go ahead.
He just snaps loose. I mean, right there you see it. I mean, and I talked about it off turn 2, turn 4. The same thing is going to happen. If Stephen Page gets the worst of this, Lumpkin doesn't get that bad of a deal. But Stephen Page is pretty much out of this bad boy. Lumpkin just stepped on the loud pedal a little bit too much. Watch this wheel right here. Kick all the way to the right. Bam, there it goes to the right. Tries to straighten it out. And Lumpkin would have hit the wall. But the cushion was the 47 of Stephen Page, and he ends up hitting Page, gets him in the left rear. Page hits the wall head on, and Lumpkin will carry on. They may give him an EOL for that, but I mean that's Richmond racing, baby, getting loose. Oh my gosh!
Oh. Another look at it again. There goes Stephen Page. Oh boy, that is heartbreak. So possibly. Justin Lumpkin is going to be able to continue, but, man, I don't think Stephen Page will. Been a while since we took a break. We're going side by side. No, we're not. We're going to commercial, and we're back for the finish of Stage 2. Next.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Welcome back, brother. By the way, that was the 6th caution of the race. I hope so. Are we live? We're coming back to green, back to the restart zone. Right there. Look at that. There's a restart zone. And wow, the man on the outside took off a little quickly in the restart zone, but it's okay because he's the choose truck. He can choose the outside, Jacob, as we are about ready to head to halfway and wrap up stage 2. They're on the back stretch, heading to 3.
Yeah, Lions down on the inside, 3 wide back there in the back, but up front, Lions trying to go up the hill, almost got into Harris. They still are slugging it out for this race lead. Harris able to get the run on the outside, but Lions not giving it up on the inside. Since it does the 53, Jonathan Cofield, Peacock, Newton, Maurer, all these guys back here watching. One hell of a battle for the stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic win.
Up high, Harris trying to sweep the stages, if you will, at least for the opening 2. Here in the opening round of the semifinals, and they're closing in on 5 to go when they come to the line. Boy, Harris just scrapes the wall just a little bit, but he doesn't back away. Lions, though, right there after him as they work off 4.
Yeah, Lions trying to see if he can get the run, but he better watch his back door. Cofield has now joined the party. Peacock not too far back as well. Adam Newton, Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, Nate Maurer, Richards, Cherry Hogan, the top 10. Lions better get on the throttle or he is going to end up getting bypassed by Cofield. Now Lions sends it down on the bottom side. Cofield behind him. 3 to go in stage 2.
Right there in striking distance now is Lions with Cofield. And Kermit the Frog here is ready to pounce on both of them on the bottom. Here they work up the back straightaway. Peacock now trying to reel in Smith as they dive off turn number 4. 3 laps to go now here in stage number 2. Harris still leads them into 1.
Yeah, but watch out for this 27. Luke Smith out of nowhere shoots right around Cofield, gets right around Lions. Harris tried to go for the sweep, but he's going to have to fight off Kermit the Frog. It does not look like he's going to be able to pull it off.
Luke Smith on the bottom, down to the inside. Harris will follow. Lions is right there in tow. Cannot catch him. Here they come to the back straightaway. They'll be coming to the line. This time by, it'll be 2 to go. 2 remaining now. 1 lap to go now in stage number 2. And Smith is in front. Kermit the Frog is gone in turn number 1 and 2, Jacob.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog is gone, and I'm telling you what, Miss Piggy's going to be happy about this one. Luke Smith down the back chute, nobody around him going in turn 3.
Here he comes, working now off the corner to the line. It is Luke Smith. He will win stage number 2. Caution will fly as Kermit the Frog with Miss Piggy on board. And I think a cigar-smoking unicorn, also from Murph's Magical Creations, is happy to see the 20s. Look at that. Crush for Kermit. Why the hell is the frog purple, though? It's not, but the frog is green. The frog is green, D, not purple. What the hell? He got Barney the Barney the frog now or something? I'm not even studying you. He said, baby. Yellow and blue makes green, okay?
Yeah?
Yellow and blue makes green.
He said orange.
Hey, people can hear him. They'll think we're going crazy again. 7th caution of the race. Kermit the Frog. Luke Smith wins the stage. It should be a green frog, shouldn't it, Jacob? No, look, Jacob, we got beef in the booth. Me and the producer. I'm telling you.
Hang on a minute. I'm looking this one up. I mean,
It ain't
apparently I
crickets, it's
completely
frogs.
missed this. I missed this all the way back. I missed this all the way back in elementary or middle school, whatever the hell we learned about these colors.
What two colors make purple? The two colors that make purple are red and blue.
Well, yeah, I know that, and I've already looked at this point.
Where the hell did green come from?
Green and orange make brown.
No. What two colors make green or blue and yellow? I told you.
Yeah, I know that much. Yeah, but he was sitting there saying green and orange a minute ago. They make brown. How the hell do you get purple?
That's a crappy color.
Dear God.
Let's get loose. Let's bring Kermit the Frog in the booth. Kermit the Frog here. You win stage 2. Luke, how's it going, man? Won the stage. You came out of nowhere, in the words of Brandon Broadfoot, for sure. Congratulations.
Thank you. I saved a set of tires at the stage, and I was hoping for a somewhat later caution, and I got that caution. I put the tires on and barely burned them up getting back through those guys.
Well, Luke, I mean, we've been up here debating this, and you know, I got to throw this out there. What's the deal with the purple frog? What's the deal with this? Because we got to know.
Like a Barney the Frog, man. Barney the Frog.
What's the deal with this?
Well, in an old league that I used to run, me and a buddy would do a Kermit impression, and he claimed the name Kermit, so I claimed the name Kremit, and, you know, Kremit had to be different, so we made him a purple. We reversed the colors on him, on Kermit, and made it purple, and, you know, it just kind of stuck.
Before your restart, give us your... Hang on a minute. Before your restart, give us your best Kermit impression, Luke.
Oh, we're going to go out here and we're going to try and win this race, guys.
Good job, Luke. Go get him. Hand foul. That was awesome. Green flag as we're underway to stage 3. It's a century grind to the finish. Less than a century grind. I'm ready to go here now and race to the finish. Kermit the Frog here. I am purple. Brady LaBeouf leads them. Jacob can't stop laughing.
Network. Oh my God! Only on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. But Brady LaBeouf is up here. If you love that, if you love all this entertainment, making you laugh, all that good stuff, make sure you like and subscribe. Ring the bell here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. And Brady LaBeouf, think about this. Started 30th, all the way up here. He is leading this thing. Did not qualify. Has won a race here before, but we got a caution in the back.
Yeah, we got a caution. I believe it's Robert Richards has crashed again. Oh, boy. Robert Richards, career start number 428 tonight. All-time starter of NASRA. And he puts us under another Surf Pro caution. Here is a Pulse Poppers instant replay. Watch this.
Happens to him once again. Snapping loose, baby. I'm telling you. Gonna be a lot of scrambled eggs. Gonna be more scrambled eggs out here than a damn Waffle House. I'm telling you. Every single one of them out here snapping loose. And I mean, they're snapping loose off 2 and off of 4. We've seen it more tonight off of 2 than what we normally see, Wesley, because usually I'm used to seeing these guys snap loose off of turn 4 a lot. Not so much. I mean, they're snapping loose off 4, but they're able to save it. But turn 2, that transition, and I mean, I've raced here numerous times. I know this transition is very, very treacherous for these guys. Coming off the corner, coming through the bank, and then all of a sudden you come off of the corner and it flattens out so fast. That transition will throw you for a loop every single time you come off of turn 2.
Well, Race recap right now is lap number 109 of 200. We'll get ready to try to come back for a restart. Am I understanding Joey Stires is out of the race? Is he out? No, he's not. He's on pit road. Hey, Jacob, let's bring Joey in. Let's bring Joey Stires in. Let's get his thoughts, man, because it's got to suck leading the race and get parked. Joey, it's the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Man, what's going on, dude? You were leading and you got parked.
Man, my internet or my computer, the CPU, it's going out, and the server black flagged me. Said I had to tow and go back in the pits until I got my internet fixed. So I went 3 laps down and just finally got on the lead lap here with all these cautions. So we're going to come back to the front again. We're going to see how we're going to do the rest of the race. Hopefully my internet stuff straightens up.
Like the equivalent of what happened to Halliburton for the Pacers last night, ain't it? I mean,
oh,
you're leading
man,
the way.
I know it. I know it, man. Being a Colts fan, we were all rooting for them Pacers to win, but man,
slide across the damn floor and break your Achilles heel. I'm like, what the hell? But hey, let me tell y'all this. It ain't just because he was on a basketball court with squeaky shoes. You can slide across your own floor and break your Achilles heel. Yeah. Anyhow. Joey, can you get back in this race, though, buddy? Are you still in the fight? Can you get back in it? You think?
I got the freshest tires here on the track, so we're gonna try like heck to get back up there. At least see if we can't get up to, I don't know, maybe top 15 here in the next 25 laps or so. So we're gonna go for broke on this restart.
Jacob, got anything?
Good luck, and may God be with you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Back underway. I see somebody else blinking. Ooh, tattletale. Hang your britches on a nail. Park them high, park them low. LaBeouf now the new leader as they work the back straight away. Oh, Justin Lumpkin spins. Winner last week into the 28, into the wall. Justin Lumpkin, winner last week, crashed on the back straightaway. Lee Bailey involved.
Wow, Justin Lumpkin, what a heartbreaker to see that. LaBeouf in the same bracket as he is up here leading this thing, and Lumpkin is going to have to literally go from the back to the front. Bad part about this, Wesley, Lumpkin was innocent. He is absolutely innocent. See Lee Bailey the third up here on the top side. Meza right there on the inside as well. Lumpkin's going to come off too. He is fine. He did not crack the egg. Lee Bailey the third scrambled them suckers all over turn number 2. Turned him all the way around. Meza's able to slide through. A couple of others trying to lock it down. Joshua Suss, one of them as well. Yeah,
that's a rotten egg right there, ain't it? That's a rotten egg, Jacob.
Well, Wesley, I said it a while ago, there's going to be more scrambled eggs here than a Waffle House, and so far, it's proven me right.
We've gotten virtually scattered, smothered, and covered with your favorite pick of a virtual metal omelet mayhem of destruction. And there it is again with Bailey and Lumpkin up against the fence. Oh, boy. Look at Bailey. Bailey's like, hey, I'm sorry I got into you, but I'll pull in front of you now. We're going to go to a break, and I don't think anybody's going to come down the pit road, Jacob. I think what we got is what we got, so hopefully it'll be a quick yellow, and we'll get ready to go back for green here at Richmond. We are in the final stage. We're back in just a moment.
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
The crickets are chirping, the chirpits, and they're trying to catch the frogs. And we welcome you back to Virtual Richmond. Nightfall settling in. We get ready for a restart with LaBeouf and Cherry on the front row. Restart zone. Here they come in the box. 84 to go and back to green. Brady LaBeouf, Jacob, I think, wants redemption after getting snake bit last week.
Yeah, I've got a very good feeling that I think that's exactly what LaBeouf wants. Phil Pappas trying to dive down around here as well. Matt Cherry trying to hold on to that second spot. Pappas out, Kermit the Frog gets set around at 3 and 4. He didn't get loose. He got set going into turn number 3.
And what's good with eggs? Frog legs. It cost it out. Cost it out again. It's Kermit the Frog, stage 2 winner. Oh my goodness. Look at the bump.
Oh, wow.
Come on, was that Cofield? Or was that Harris? That was Harris. Oh, a couple of stage winners. Oh, and one guy, oh man, holy cow, man. Holy cow. Not holy frog, holy cow. Nowhere to go for those guys. He did. He hit him from behind, literally. Look at that. Wow.
It looked like
That's
Harris.
Luke Smith, Bo Tiffany, Raul Meza, Robert Richards, all involved in that crash. There you go. Man.
He got sent. Yes.
Talk about cracking eggs. This just made a big ass omelet. Watch this. Oh. Now watch this guy.
Harris.
Nowhere to go. And look, him slammed into him, man. He gave him a nice big old kiss. Pucker up. Go on board with Luke Smith. This will be fun. On board with Bo Tiffany first. Is that Chad Ross?
That's pretty good.
Go to Chad Ross. Go on board with Chad Ross. He's the one that kissed. He's the one that puckered up Kermit. And what the hell, Robert Richards? What are you spun around for? There ain't nothing going on in your life. Watch this. Robert Richards just spun to avoid. He was never any around it. Watch this again. Look at this. Pucker up. Yeah, baby. That's like a kiss cam, ain't it?
Well, I mean, he had nowhere to go, though, Wes. I mean, they spun and they got right up there in front of him. Like that. He's right on board right here. This is going to be a hard one to peel.
You saw getting kissed from one angle. Here's getting kissed from another angle. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's like, hey, man. Justin White. Let's go on board with Justin White, by the way. Ding, production. And there's Robert Richards spun out again. I don't know why. He wasn't even involved. He just having a bad day, I guess. Justin White. Let's watch this on the 2. This should be fun. I mean, you know, Justin White's not to blame. He just held his own. Look at Robert Richards up ahead, just spinning out. Let's go. What did Robert do? Oh, well, we're coming back to green. Back underway, and this is under 80 laps to go now. 79 remaining. Back underway here at Richmond to the restart zone. The updated 3D model of Richmond Raceway. And Brady LaBeouf wants redemption after losing last week. And he also can punch his ticket into the championship final at Vegas and possibly go after his second DSR NASRA title.
Yeah, but look who's down on the inside trying to make a run. The young man of Cole Larson in the 20. Not in the playoffs anymore, but Curtis could certainly get his very first NASRA win here this evening in the number 20. Matt Cherry right behind him trying to take a shot. Larson gets up into the fence, and we got another caution.
This is basically the environment of what you have. Stage 1 winner Andrew Harris now spun around. Caution out, 11 time. We're at the top of the hour. We'll pause quickly for 10 seconds of station identification on CRN with the NASRA DSR playoffs.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
The caution is out for the 11th time. Trouble in turn number 4. Jacob Reeves, redneck announcer. You saw it happen.
Oh, baby, I could go ahead and play it for real now.
We got beef.
Same exact incident, same exact turn. Andrew Harris gets sent from Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith. Obviously, Harris was the one that got into Smith. Smith got him back in the same turn, but he didn't actually drive it into his tailgate and spin him around. But obviously, Smith was gunning for him, and he got there, and Son just sent him around. He was gunning for him. Luke Smith was gunning for him, and he gets payback in turn 3 here at Richmond. Yes, there is beef right there. There is some serious beef. I tell you what, just to make it interesting, Wesley, I got to do this. Let me just bring him up here real quick. Kermit! Baby!
Yes, sir.
Tell me, was that beef right there? Do we have beef?
I wanted to rattle his cage. I definitely did not try and wreck him. My truck is so beat up that I tried to drive it in deep, and I wanted to give him a tap to show that I didn't appreciate what happened the restart before, and I caught him in the left rear, and that definitely was not intentional.
You gave him a tap.
Yeah, I did.
Tap, all right. Oh, man. Well, I just had to ask. You know me, I always love to stir up all the crap and everything else. I just had a feeling that was probably what it was. But Luke, I mean, you said your truck's all tore up and everything. Do you feel like, even though she wasn't stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic, you feel like there's a possibility that you can still somehow or another get back into this thing?
I don't know. This thing's all beat to junk, and it was not driving good. I couldn't get the power down at all.
Alrighty. Luke, I guess we'll wish you luck, buddy. Good luck on this restart.
Thank you,
Junk
guys.
and took him to the dump. Sorry, Luke. Coming back for the restart. Under 75 laps to go. Back here at Richmond. Pace truck is in.
Green, green, green.
Anybody in it to win it can get this done. And LaBeouf right now is the Pied Piper, former champion. He leads him into turn 1, but Larson on the outside. Cherry Pappas right there in 2.
Yeah, I mean, Larson tried to get the run. Cherry on the bottom. Larson able to make it stick. Cherry down on the bottom side. Pappas back there. Peacock back here as well. Justin White, Jonathan Cofield, all of them trying to chase down the boss man, Bray LaBeouf.
It is LaBeouf right there on the bottom of the racetrack. Larson up high. Here comes Cherry to the inside. And White is right there as well. Justin White. Been a while since we've seen the news for the cops, the concerns of police survivors. Their playoffs are starting up here. I think next week. Am I right, Jacob? Or this week after 4th of July?
Yeah. We started last week, or started about 2 weeks ago. We was at Daytona, and I think we're actually going to Lime Rock this week. That will be very interesting to see what's going to happen at the road course of Lime Rock. That will be very, very interesting, and I'm sure Dean's going to be happy about that one. So, folks, if you got it, Cherry, since Cherry gets loose up there off turn 4.
What a save by Cherry. Now he stacks up the field behind him like dominoes, and here they come now. Trying to avoid the chain reaction. Hold on to the spot now. Stack them up 3 wide, 4 wide behind him. Now we're single file. LaBeouf leads him in the corner. It's Larson, Cherry, White, one into the wall a moment ago. I think it was Peacock and Cofield. They hold it together going into turn 1.
Yeah, Newton trying to maybe take it 3 wide on Pappas up top. Maurer down there on the bottom. They're battling in the orange bracket that you see right there. live here on the left side on the pylon. Maurer and Newton racing each other in the playoffs in the orange bracket. So that is going to be something we're going to have to be watching out for as this sucker closes in. But up front, Brady LaBeouf got about a half-second lead. Cherry back there as well. 3 wide still at the back. But there's Larson, the young man, Cole Larson, trying to get up here and school the boss man. Take him to new school here at Richmond.
How about this? The leader in Team Red, Brady LaBeouf, at the bracket. Then you've got 3 drivers in the top 5 with Larson, Cherry, and White just racing for wins. They're not in the championship hunt. Larson off the wall. Cherry to second. Or will he hold him off as they work it in turn number 3?
Larson tries to send it, and Justin White tried to get down there as well. Brandon Broadfoot out there in the chat. How special would it be for Justin White to win this bad boy? I've got a feeling Justin White could possibly be in contention when this thing's all said and done. Larson has beaten that number 20 all 2 pieces on the outside, and Matt Cherry's going to dive down to the inside and try to go for the lead.
This is for the lead. LaBeouf up high. Cherry, a little wiggle there. Gives him plenty of room. Down to the inside. Cherry with the jump. LaBeouf might have to battle back up top. He will. He stays on the gas as they work stride for stride into 3.
And Justin White laying in the weeds, sitting in the 3rd spot. Jonathan Cofield has worked his way around Cole Larson. Peacock will try to gas up and try to get to him. Cherry still on the bottom. LaBeouf still up top. Justin White trying to let him play it out and figure out which lane he wants to go in. Cherry gets clear. White tries to go to the bottom. LaBeouf with another run in 3.
On a burst of momentum now with 63 laps to go. LaBeouf now right there up on the outside, and White knows it. Got to give him room. He straight battles alongside LaBeouf. LaBeouf back to the lead. Cherry to the inside. LaBeouf way high up into the marbles as they work in 2.
This is why the fans love Richmond, the multi-grooves and all this hard short track racing. Very, very clean up here at the front. Both of these guys with an NASRA Racing Esports and Mission 1 Esports combo. Making it happen. Cherry goes to the point. LaBeouf back to second. Justin White in the mix. All 3 of them teammates. Oh, baby, are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Indeed. Look at this now. Cofield wants to make it a 4-truck battle. A quad war for the lead. Down to the inside. LaBeouf into the machine of White on the right rear. The White right front. Cofield ready to pounce on him. 2 for 1, and they're watching Cherry pull the way in 2.
Yeah, Cherry is absolutely getting it, and here comes Cofield. Cofield's getting it as well. Thought about going to the inside of Justin White. Now Cofield's starting to blink. Boy, he does not want that. He does not want the race director of iRacing to send him to the pits. Right here, in the late stages here at Richmond, it would straight up screw him here in the playoffs. But Cofield on the bottom, LaBeouf up top. They're in the playoffs. Front 2, Matt Cherry, Justin White, they're just racing for the win.
Unbelievable. All of this amazing racing going on now as we near the final 50 laps of this one. It is now 57 to go. When they come to the line, it is Cherry. It is now White, Cofield, LaBeouf. Remember, Jonathan Cofield, Team Silver. He wins. He goes to Vegas for the championship final. They're in turn number 1.
Yeah, Cofield is really going to have to wear them out and try to make something happen. Now you see Stephen Thomas at a 44. He's blanking out a little bit. He's got Adam Newton up on his top side. LaBeouf, who was once the leader, has slid back to the fence spot with Peacock to his inside. Cofield sends it, trying to go after White. LaBeouf's trying to find a hole. Stephen Thomas leading in the blue bracket. He'll dive to the inside of LaBeouf in 1.
And all of this going on again as they thunder their way again off the corner out of turn number 2 to the back straightaway. And they almost dirt track sideways is cloud cover. Almost makes nightfall settle in. Thomas to the inside of LaBeouf. LaBeouf's tires are gone. He knows it, and they know it too. Newton, Maurer, they're licking their chops, ready to pounce on the former champion in turn 1.
And yeah, I mean, and also Newton and Maurer, both of them in the orange bracket, as I was talking about, teammates racing to try to make it all the way to Vegas. Cofield was able to get around Justin White and get that second spot, or will he? Down on the bottom side, can he get clear? White still up top, Cofield still searching down on the bottom. Get him a little bit of grip. Munford, Alabama. Cofield goes to second. He's going to try to run down Cherry.
He just ate the wall. He's into the safer barrier. Here comes Peacock licking his chops, ready to pounce on Thomas, ready to pounce on Cofield, ready to go after White. That's all going on as they work into turn one with Cherry in the lead.
Cherry still holding on to the lead, and Justin White has got all kinds of traffic behind him. Stephen Thomas, Taylor Peacock, both of them in the playoffs, trying to work their way around Justin White. He was so close to trying to get up here and battle for the lead. Now he's trying to play blocker for his teammate, Matt Cherry, up at the front, but Cofield is starting to run him down.
Cherry in the lead by about 0.4 of a second. Then it's Cofield back on the bottom. Now you got a couple of drivers side by side. That's now White up high. Comes Stephen Thomas on the bottom. And Peacock, does he go higher or low? They work door to door off turn 4.
And Newton is back there laying in the weeds right in behind Taylor Peacock. Could play a little spoiler right here with his teammate Maurer right behind him. Thomas trying to get by, edging closer and closer. Thomas gets clear. He'll go to third. He gets around White. Now Peacock's going to try to lunge up there and get a hold of him as well. Jonathan Cofield has caught Matt Cherry at the front. Will he be able to make the pass, give him the old bump and run, or be able to make the pass on him clean?
Do or die drop kick the last time. It's right now Matt Cherry. Cherry now hold off the likes of LaBeouf. Now he's got to hold off Alabama's Cofield. Jonathan Cofield reeling in his prey as they're right now working the conga line to the back straightaway. Now off turn 4. 50 laps to go here at Richmond. The sun pokes out through the clouds again in 1.
Boy, I'm telling you, we had caution after caution right there early on in this race, but it has sure turned out to be a daisy. Jonathan Cofield sits in second. Matt Cherry leads him. Thomas trying to make up all that lost ground and trying to run him down, making a 3-horse race here tonight in Richmond.
And he works his way again down into the corner. It is now Cofield reeling in Cherry. Tires going away possibly on the 54, like what happened to the 24. Back in 8th, hoping for a late race caution now. Working into turn number 3. Cherry in the Chevrolet Performance 54 holds off Cofield, and there is a big battle brewing behind them as Maurer and Newton get side by side again. Team Orange bracket going at it for the top 5 in a 1.
And Maurer down on the bottom side, Adam Newton up top. Peacock jumps down, puts the block on the 971 NASRA's area code of Nate Maurer. Newton up on the top, gets a run. Here comes Peacock down on the inside. He'll go after Justin White. Still battling for it. Who wants to be the top of Orange? Is it going to be Maurer? Is it going to be Newton?
Brandon Broadfoot's got a great question in the chat box, and that is true. When do you pit? Could we see green flag pit stops? Will it happen right now? Peacock under attack for 4th. It's Justin White to the inside, dive into the bottom. Maurer and Newton now side by side as they work into the corner off 4.
Boy, they are slugging it out back here at the back, and Cofield's still laying on the back of Matt Cherry. Justin White up on the top side. Peacock able to jump by. Newton wants to try to get around White. He can't do it. He will get clear. Now Maurer dives down to the inside, tries to go after Justin White, and caution is out.
J.D. Larson eats the wall in turn number 2. Caution will fly for the 12th time, and it puts an end to probably some of the most exciting, intense racing I've ever called in my iRacing career at Richmond with NASRA, Jacob. Unbelievable.
Boy, they were putting on a show, and I was wanting to see how it was going to end, but I think the finish is going to be 10 times better since we got this caution. One more time we look. Pulse Poppers instant replay. Larson tight overdrives the corner, head on into the outside retaining wall. Joshua Suss, innocent bystander out of all of it. And J.D. Larson smoking around the racetrack. He is done for the evening.
It was a jam dandy all the way till the Surf Pro caution. to the rescue for sure, because everybody will be looking to come down pit lane. You know it's going to happen. There's a look at what happened. Joshua Suss into JD Larson. Here's another look at it again. Watch Suss on the outside. Right there in the right rear. Oh, baby, he never lifted.
Larson just sent it. I mean, tried to make it stick. Might have blew the quarter. Might have got into racing with Joshua Suss just a little bit too much. Set it in there, and that is all she wrote for JD Larson in the 98.
12th caution is out after a long green flag run. We're under 50 to go. It's the playoff semifinal round 1 in Richmond, and I think we're getting ready for a humdinger finish when we come back from Richmond next.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Back here at Richmond, wrapping up the Dirty Dozen caution. And it is going to be about a 40-lap shootout when they come back to the to the restart zone. 41 laps to go. Back underway. We're back to racing. Here it comes. Freshies on everybody. Full tanks ready to go to the finish and more. Jacob, they're heading your way with Lions in the lead in 2.
Lines up into the fence just a little bit. May open the door for the 39. Excuse me, that is Matt Cherry in the 54 down on the inside. Dane Hagan trying to hold on to the 3rd spot. Adam Newton behind him. Here comes Matt Cherry on the inside in the 54. We got a spinner.
I believe it's Robert Richards. Oh, and they're still wrecking. They're wrecking in turn 1. Robert Richards spun in the grass on the front straightaway. And I think I just saw Brady LaBeouf and others tangle in too. He's right there. Watch the 48, and then Jacob, it looked like the 24 and some others might have got together in turn 1 and 2. Let's see what happened here to Robert Richards. Another caution. 13th of the race, another Serve Pro yellow. Here it is.
Yeah, there's Richards gets set up the hill, trying to get it straightened out. Probably got tapped. No, actually, one Harris right there in front of him. The 87 got loose. Richards might have got tagged from the back end and got set around as well. Wow, turn 4 got interesting, but Wesley, you talked about it was turn 2, or turn 1 and 2. Once again, we'll see this real quick. Richards gets set up the hill. Harris set it up the hill, and I think Richards was trying to go back after him right here, honestly.
You think there was a retaliation? He had anger in his life.
No,
what's this? Somebody else got into him. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. And there's Lumpkin. Oh, Justin Lumpkin never touched him. Justin Lumpkin never touched him. I wonder if there might have been a retaliation on the... He was trying to retaliate on Harris. Richards was there, Jacob.
Oh, yeah. I absolutely believe it.
Now, go to LaBeouf, production truck. Go to the 24. LaBeouf, he's in 9th right now, but watch what happened going in turn 2 after Richards and them spun. Watch this. If you want to call it a secondary caution, you could. Jacob, that's what I call it right there at the end. And look at this big scramble. Keep talking about egg. Look at this scramble going into the corner. Caution was already out. Look at this.
damn, Hogan just ran him over. I mean, they were stacking up, and LaBeouf tried to get out of the gas, but Hogan just sends it in there. And look at LaBeouf get a little bit tied right there on Hogan. Oh, baby.
Wow.
Woo! Oh, baby, come on. We got beef. Oh, wow. We got all kinds of beef flopping around out here tonight. We got it all.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. We got crickets. We're under 40 laps to go. Oh, baby, don't forget next week. You think this week is crazy at Richmond? Wait till they let it all hang out in the wild card of the semifinals. It is Talladega, baby. This is Talladega next week, and then the just wild racetrack of precision banking, multiple grooves. What a finale for the penultimate race of the series season, and to determine who the final six will be. Homestead, Miami on deck in 2 weeks. Talladega, Homestead, the finale at Vegas. Vegas, baby, I'm gonna set my soul on fire. So Viva Vegas, Sim City. We're coming back to green at Richmond. Thank you. I'm here all night.
How about Lucas Lyons up here at the front trying to make something happen? Matt Cherry behind him, Dane Hagen back here as well. And everything is good to go up here at the front. Thomas trying to search a way around Dane Hagen. He's able to get there. Check out Stephen Thomas. Remember that blue bracket as he goes around on the front stretch.
And it's Justin White, Brady LaBeouf, Jeffrey Johnson, a stack up behind them going into corner number 1 and 2. Bo Tiffany involved and Chad Ross to boot. Caution out for the 14th time. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. Yeah. Here's a replay. I got to wonder, Jacob, if somebody was waiting for Brady or Brady was... Oh, let's just see here. Got a feeling Brady might not be making friends out here. Let's see what goes on. He got sideways, and who got into him? It was Hogan. Colton Hogan into Brady LaBeouf. Remember, they almost got into one another on the last caution.
Yeah, Hogan was the one that ran him over going into turn 1, and then LaBeouf brake checked him coming down the back chute. He swerved over at him, and then he brake checked him. And now LaBeouf is going to be at a detriment here. His truck is absolutely totaled. Hogan actually went after him.
Wow. Let's go on board with the 5 of Colton Hogan. It might have a better chance to tell the tale as Bo Tiffany, Joshua Suss, Justin White, and Chad Ross all caught up in that as well. Watch the 5. Jacob, tell us what we're seeing here. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
Well, LaBeouf gets loose. He gets loose twice. You see it right there coming off of turn 4. But Hogan does not give him an inch. You know, I mean, when you see guys get loose
to
like
wreck him, but Hogan didn't have no problems not backing off, if you follow what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that right there, you see that Hogan could have backed off. There was enough time right there when you see a guy getting loose like that. Your first instinct, it's not to completely lift out of the gas, but it's get about half throttle, give him a second, let him gather it back up, and carry on. Hogan didn't look like he lifted at all. He just ran him slap over, spun him out, and I think a lot of that had to do with Joshua Suss just trying to slide through it, but I mean, innocent contact with LaBeouf right there, but he got tagged in the tailgate as well. But all of that, I think, stemmed from the previous caution when they got set into turn 1. And LaBeouf got tagged from Hogan and then brake checked him. You know that had to be on Hogan's mind.
Brady, it's the broadcast booth. Do you feel like maybe Hogan could have backed away from there and not let you hit the fence?
He hit me the caution before.
I know he did. That's why I'm asking.
I don't really understand it. I mean, but hey, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Did y'all have any words or anything? Was there any words? Did he say he was sorry? Was there, hey, man, I didn't mean to get into you or anything like that, Brady?
No. I mean, nobody ever says they're sorry, but they expect for you to say sorry. So it is what it is.
Do you feel like this is the this is the combination of what kind of bracket you've created with the new format for the playoffs, that the racing's being like this, or do you feel like it would have been this race if it was the same way anyway?
No, I mean, it's just
Green
people
flag,
just
green flag.
not being respectful to the guys that's in the playoffs. You know, they're out of it and they just don't care. So, but they drive like that, you know, on any given week. You know, some of them, they just can't get it out their system. They think we're at Talladega. We're racing at a short track.
Talladega next week. Thanks for your time, Brady. Good luck the rest of the way, buddy. Oh,
Thank you.
trouble. Truck in the wall. I think it's Lumpkin. Lumpkin hits the fence. He does get back rolling again. We will stay under green. Under 25, closing in on 25 remaining. Lumpkin damage on the right side. We continue racing on.
Well, and Wesley, if you think about this, you see Justin Lumpkin sitting up here in the 12th spot. Bad as I got to say it for the boss man, Brody LaBeouf, but that does open the door for Justin Lumpkin to get him some points. And Matt Cherry, Lucas Lyons, Cofield, now we got another spinner. 39,
Dane Hagen. Look out, Space Force. NASA's come back to town. And he spins around. I'm a poet that didn't know it. 39 goes around, and we're under yellow. This is the 16th caution of the race. Wow. I mean, and you know what? And this is what's frustrating, because we literally got to the home stretch of this race and it was so darn good there. And then that late race caution with 50 to go, Jacob. Now you got green caution, green caution, green caution. And this is the ingredients that short track racing provides.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. I mean, out of all of that. So, I mean, you hate to see that as well, but you know, we're actually seeing a little bit of beef out there on the live chat.
That was this Shane Scott guy. What in the world? You get off of your D.
Yeah, I mean, look, Hoss, I mean, you know, we've called out.
Calling what the hell we want to call. You don't like it, change the channel.
Yeah, look, yeah, okay. If we're going to start having beef here
ain't nobody kissing Brady LaBeouf's ass. I'm just going to be bluntly honest on that. Okay, thank you for playing.
Well, I mean, what he needs to understand, if he goes back and he can think about trying to rewind it back a little bit, when LaBeouf got loose, I said he got loose twice. So, yeah, you are right. I know he was loose. You ain't got to sit there and call it out like we're a bunch of idiots. I know he was loose. He was struggling. But at the same time, the guy that was behind him, there was a gap he could have lifted. So, think about what you're going to say in the live chat before you start coming at us, because I've already had the green light to go after some of y'all's asses. So don't even start, because we will have serious beef out here. We're not trying to stick up for the boss man. When he screws up, he screws up. And I've said it before, and I'll say it.
Brady LaBeouf out several times before, as much as I've said that someone else got into him. So, I mean, hell, last Monday night I said he got into Lucas Lyons, and then the video showed that Lyons threw the block on him. So,
well, if you want my honest answer, if you want my honest opinion about this, I talked to Lucas Lyons last week after everything was done. I told Lucas I felt like both of them was in the wrong. But it's not my call, Wesley Outland. I am not the race director. I can't sit there and say they did right, they did wrong, they did right, they did wrong, and penalize people. I don't do that. All I do is I just broadcast the race. So some of y'all sitting there and saying that we're glazers, stick it. I mean, that's not even right. That's not even right. I mean, I'm sorry, but Wesley, you stuck up for us, and I'm gonna stick up for us as well. You got a problem with it, stick it. We're not sticking up for anybody out here. We're supposed to play an even field with everybody out there. We're playing an even field. That's exactly what we're doing. We call what we see.
Yeah. Just because Brady LaBeouf signs my checks for NASRA doesn't mean that I'm gonna kisses, you know what, or be clearly getting on his D as that guy just put out there. So
Green's out.
we're
Green
coming
flag,
back to
green flag.
green, back underway. Let's settle it now. With under 25 to go here at Richmond, and here comes the cloud cover. Hiding the sun. Wonder what this does to the handling again as they work into the corner. It's Cofield in the lead.
Did a lot of cloud cover out there on the racetrack. Jonathan Cofield with Stephen Thomas right behind him, trying to make it happen. Taylor Peacock down to the inside. Colton Hogan up top. Joey Stires. We talked to him a while ago. Stires trying to get back into the middle of this. He's up here inside the top
Yellow
five
flag
with
is out.
Maurer leading the orange crew. And we got another spinner.
And Richards again in the fence. I'm sorry, but there needs to be listen, you think I'm talking about favorites. I'm sorry. If you wreck 3 or 4 times, I think you should be parked. Bottom line, I love Robert Richards to death, but what is that? The 5th or 6th caution he's been in tonight by himself? I mean, come on.
I mean, me and Robbie, we're great friends. We really are. We talked a lot and everything else. So,
Back in the day, Jacob, back in the day, Jacob, when I announced for Fast Track and Ultimate, and I was the series announcer, the promoter, and this is real racing, by the way, but it can be enforced in iRacing, I believe. But there was a 3-spin rule. 2 unassisted, 3 with help. And if there's an accident, you're 3 times involved in it, you're done. Hey, man, it's not your night. Get off the racetrack.
But what if they get run over? What if they get spun out like that right there?
Well, I mean, like I told you, it was 2 unassisted, 3 with help,
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, I caught that point. I'm a little bit fired up right now.
Oh, that guy got me fired up too. When he said something about me riding the D, I was like, what? I'm going to ride the D on you, buddy.
I'm a little bit ticked off right now, so.
Robert Richards on the wall. Let's watch this again, man. Yeah, somebody hit Brady from. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was all the way
Here's
back.
a look. Here's a look at all of the cautions that Robert Richards has been a part of. Here it is. Here's all the cautions that Robert Richards has been a part of. Our producer has got a highlight reel for Robert Richards, Jacob. Look at this.
He's not gonna like that.
Oh, I think you pissed him off. Oh my goodness. Just make sure we don't miss the restart. Is that 6? Is that number 5 or 6? Oh, and there's the last one. Here's the most recent one. Yeah.
Uptimes.
My goodness. For all of you other people out there that are enjoying the entertainment and don't judge, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Definitely. I love hearing from you. I love hearing from the audience, but don't insinuate or make things that are not true. Don't do that. Don't do that. Brady LaBeouf will tell you, hell, I think I pissed him off in the NASRA 1100 if people want to be honest at the end of the race. Remember, Jacob, the 600, the way it finished? I was pissed. I told everybody what I thought of it. He made the comment to me that if I wanted to donate the other dollars for the hours that needed to be ran, I should have done it. Next time, we will.
Oh, Lord.
Let's do it again.
I just
16 to go here, by the way.
Look, people trying to screw with us. If you do it at all fun and dandy, that's fine. But when you come at us with some of the, I'll just be honest and plain blunt BS that we saw out there a while ago, it will get you fired up as we're back under green.
Did take. Rather did take. Under green. And by the way, we're also in the middle of that Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go with 16 remaining. We need to go side by side and thank them, but we race on to the finish as you watch the racing going on. It is Alabama's Jonathan Cofield. Man, guess what? We got a caution again. I think it's Maurer. Did Robert Richards get into Maurer? I think he did. Oh, thank you, Premier Racing Setups. Remember to mention the NASRA. Get 15% off your order. 15%. Here's a replay.
Let's see what happened back there.
Maurer and Richards. Watch this.
Let's see, Harris
can we be friends?
Maurer right there. Harris tried to go down the inside, sends it.
That was actually not Robert Richards. That was.
No, but there comes
Robert Richards had nowhere to go, man. He just sent it right up against the safer barrier. I think that was Lucas Lyons that actually got into Maurer. Let's watch this again. I believe it's the 53.
It might have been. I thought it was Harris. I mean, both of their trucks actually look very, very similar, to be honest with you. But
we need to find it up ahead. There you go. You're way off there. There's Richards. So we got lucky that time. He is not part of the caution. He just ran right in the wall. Shane Trotter chiming in, and he said it's just not the 48 truck's not. He hit everything but the tow truck. You're exactly right. Sometimes it's not your night. Oh, Brady, no. Brady LeBeau is crashed under yellow. I mean, come on. Hey, ride the dente, boss.
How in the heck?
I mean, what in the world? Can we go back to the caution, though? Right back to Brady. We're showing favoritism because he crashed. He just lost it. Go to Lucas Lyons, because I think the 53 got into Maurer on the back straightaway. I think that's what caused the caution. Let's find this again. No, it's not him. We're inside. It was behind him. Who is it? It's Harris. It's Harris. Harris is the guilty party. The 87, the stage 1 winner. Harris is the one that did it. There you go. See, I call everybody out.
There you go.
There it is, right there. Watch.
It could have been Cody Knott at this point. We haven't talked about Cody Knott tonight. He might have got into it one way or another.
Where is Cody? I think he got a good job. Watch this. Oh, baby. You're guilty. Harris to the rear. Oh, man. Poor. Oh, look. Bo Tiffany got lucked up, didn't he? So did Richards up against the fence. Wow.
Well, Wesley, I know we're coming back for a restart, but think about this. There is penalties, not just into the line, EOLs, but there's penalties for causing some of these cautions, as Hogan's going to go around and send a couple with him.
Yellow.
On a restart, and they crash again with 11 to go. Hogan, Suss, Newton, Maurer, and a Partridge in a pear tree. Look out, LaBeouf. I think Brady wrecked trying to get his lap back. Maybe Brandon, I don't know. David Cunningham says, I don't like that Jacob Reeves guy. He sets me up to put broadcaster jinxes on people.
Yeah, I got a comment on that. Yeah, David, yeah. Keep on, buddy. Keep on.
Look at this, 4 wide on a restart. Look at this. You can't, come on, guys. Look at Larson. Larson's like, oh, damn, I know what's about to happen here. Watch the blue truck. Look at him dive to the bottom. Look at him. Look. He says, oh, hell. Here we go again. Remember that movie from Stroker Race? And then Hogan turns into Larson. Tiffany nowhere to go. Maurer nowhere to go. That's Matt Cherry in the fence nowhere to go. Oh, boy. Come on, guys. This race is now turned into a demolition derby. Somebody said that the 58 didn't go. 58 did not go. There you go. Jonathan Cofield.
Yep.
Fun times with JC. Get the popcorn ready. That's what somebody says. Watch this. All you Auburn faithful fans, there it goes again. It's another version of the Motorsports Iron Bowl. Look at Cofield.
Watch this RPM right here, though, Wesley Allen, and see kind of what happens.
Oh, God. Oh, baby.
I think he missed a gear, be honest. I think he might have missed a gear, and it probably didn't take to try to shift, go into the third gear, because obviously, well, I mean, some of these drivers, Wesley Allen, some will start in first, depending on, how it goes, but most of the time they'll go in second gear. Most of the time they will. You go into second gear. He was probably trying to go to third, and it didn't go to third when he went to
He missed
shift,
the
and it
gear.
just didn't work.
Yeah, he missed the gear. Caution out. Hey, by the way, remember, there is unlimited attempts at overtime as we are about to wrap up our 18th Surf Pro caution. Boy, Surf Pro got a lot of promotions today. Thanks to Surf Pro. Fire, water, cleanup, and restoration, making anything that needs to be repaired, restored, look brand new again. Surf Pro. Brandon Broadfoot says, thank your driver analyst, Brandon Broadfoot. Thank you, sir. Brandon Broadfoot promotes some big races. We've done some of them in the past. What has he done? He done the Christmas race at Atlanta. And I think he did a Halloween race, Brandon. Hopefully he does some big shows coming up. You know, thank you. Shane Trotter in the house. Shane Trotter, my buddy from, I believe he's in Asheboro, North Carolina. And I think he's actually a real race car driver. I think I've actually seen him at Asheboro Caraway Speedway before. We're back to green, ready to settle it here with 6 laps to go here at Richmond.
And it's time to get
serious now. Team Blue, remember, you're racing the people in your bracket. You don't want Lions to win. Thomas doesn't want Lions to win, and vice versa. Lions don't want Thomas to win. Turn 3 and 4. A big crash.
Wow. Maurer ends up going around.
And others as the smoke clears. And you just sealed your fate for overtime here at Richmond to happen.
Well, see, I think a lot of what we're seeing right here, and we'll probably see it here on this Pulse Poppers instant replay back there with Maurer and Suss, is all these guys, Bo Tiffany driving in, feeling like, what it looks like 3 truck lengths deep, trying to drive into the corner, sees a hole, tries to make it happen there, and it's not there. He ends up getting into Maurer, sends him up into Suss and sends him around. I think a lot of this is just over-aggression. Everybody going into the corners, being over-aggressive, sending it into the corners, and thinking that there's a hole, and the damn thing just is not there. You see Maurer, he's running middle way down the front you. Tiffany shoots it. Wow. Just over-aggressive driving all the way through it. Folks, I know it's short track racing, but they get way too over-aggressive right here. There you go.
Chirp, chirp, chirp. Look at this, boy. Damn. And I got a feeling too. There's probably some anger. There's probably, well, hell, man, you did it to me. I'm gonna do it back to you. You guys, So yeah. Come on, guys, be friends. Caution is out. We're going to overtime, by the way. Quick break as we get you ready for overtime. Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. If you caught that at the end, I'm sorry. I thought we were off. I thought we were on commercial. Welcome back. Welcome back to Richmond. We're going to go into overtime here. Ready to settle this one here. As Thomas and Lions are going to be on the front row. Everybody apologize. I thought we were on commercial break, and the producer hit the button a little too quickly. We're getting ready for overtime. Green, white, checker. Remember, they got to take the white flag. If they don't, we re-rack them, restack them, re-rack them, restack them, re-rack them, restack them until we get a white flag to a checker. We're back underway. Thomas, Lions, Team Blue fighting for the championship 6 first spot in 2.
And everybody praying that they make it down the back stretch and make it all the way to the start-finish line. Thomas on the bottom lines trying to get a run up top. Pappas, watch out for the 88 back there in third.
Thomas leads, white flag, and Cherry crashes into the back of Peacock. They run each other in the wall. It's now going to be Team Blue. White flag in the air, presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. Lions on the inside. Here comes Thomas up the hill. Pappas is in the middle. They clear by him. Thomas up high. Lions on the bottom. He can't get there. Checkered flag. Stephen Thomas, you're going to the championship 6 at Vegas.
How about that? What a drive by Stephen Thomas, started 6th, gets it done, beats out fellow driver racing in the blue bracket, Lucas Lyons. How is that going to play out for the next 2 weeks? If Lyons gets a win, they got to go by some points at West Allen and it'll actually even out. So that will be very interesting to see how this is going to play out over the next 2 weeks.
Stephen Thomas, Team Blue, has punched his ticket. Regardless of what goes on at Talladega or Homestead, Miami, he is the first driver to possibly see what it'll be like to hoist the championship cup in the NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series. The celebration is on for Stephen Thomas. We welcome you to the Florida Cabinet Distributors Winner's Circle. Jacob Reeves, I'm Wesley Outland, and Stephen Thomas, in the words of the great Jason Aldean song, Jacob, is burning it down here in our town.
Absolutely. I mean, burning it down. You can even take Parker McCollum out there. Burn it down is exactly what he is doing. I mean, any way you want to look at it, burn it down right there on the front stretch. He is locked in. He's going to Vegas. He ain't worried about Talladega or Homestead. He's worried about rolling the dice in Vegas.
A driver that is second on the all-time starter list behind Richards at 415 career starts, picks up his 19th career NASRA victory, 183rd top 5 and 266 top 10 here at Richmond. But more importantly, he is the first of the 6 spots up for grabs to go to the Champion 6 final at Vegas in 3 weeks. Here's the results. Swim, Jeff Sickles, gotta be happy. Stephen Thomas is going. Lucas Lyons for Team Blue will settle for second. Phil Pappas, Justin Lumpkin, Taylor Peacock in your top 5. Cole Larson, Tyler Goodwin. What a good run for White Goodwin tonight in that dodgeball special number 13. Raul Meza with a solid top 10. Joshua Suss, how about Brady LaBeouf? Even all the trials and tribulation, a solid top 10 finish. And the rest of them will find Jeffrey Johnson, Bo Tiffany, Colton Hogan, Nate Maurer, and Alabama's Jonathan Cofield. Jacob gets the short end of the stick at the end. He finishes 15th.
Well, Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith back there will finish in the 16th spot. Everything he went through here this evening, he's able to get him a 16th place finish. Robbie Richards have literally a pinball all the way around Richmond International Raceway here tonight. Still somehow gets a 17th place finish. Chad Ross will finish 18th, with Cody Knott finishing in 19th. And Matt Cherry, with that last lap scuffle coming to the line to take the wide, he ends up finishing in the 20th spot. With Adam Newton, Dane Hagan, Joey Stires, Justin White, J.D. Larson, Lee Bailey III, Stephen Page, Kerry Chabu back there as well, finishes 28th, and Andrew Harris finishing 29th out there on the racetrack.
Time of race 1 hour, 53 minutes and 30 seconds when the checkered flag fell. So to answer your question, somebody was asking about Team Blue, and obviously I wonder now with Stephen Thomas winning, does that eliminate Lucas Lyons? No, it does not. If Lucas Lyons is able to win next week at Talladega or at Homestead, Miami, he could join from Team Blue the final bracket. Just because Stephen Thomas won the race in the blue bracket, it does not eliminate, per se, the chance of Lucas Lyons to be eliminated just yet, Jacob. And that's something to think about. There could be the same colored guys in the same bracket move to the Championship 6. Just because Stephen Thomas won does not eliminate Lucas Lyons from not winning at Talladega or Homestead to also go to the final, or vice versa, or another color bracket.
Yeah, I mean, that could be an absolute game changer out of that. So, I mean, Stephen Thomas, I mean, he is the one that punched his ticket. Lyons has still got a shot somehow, some way to be able to make it into that Championship 6 as well. But, I mean, you got the 1.5 miles of Homestead that will be right before Vegas. But next week, I mean, everybody's really going to be rolling dice when we go to the Yellowhammer State at Talladega. I mean, anything can happen when we go there.
Well, we're going to pause very quickly and go to a break. We do have the podium drivers. I will stay with Jacob, and we are grabbing them when we come back from Richmond next.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, as chief announcer for the NASRA 360 Racing Network, I do want to apologize for the F-bomb that was thrown during the commercial break. I thought that our mics were still muted. However, the producer did count me down, and I jumped the gun talking a little too early. I do apologize for that, and if I do take any further actions or punishments from that, I will take it like a man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's grab the winner. Stephen Thomas, swim 44. You are going to Vegas in the Championship 6. What does it mean?
Go.
Congratulations, man.
Been a long time since I've been in Victory Lane, boys. It feels great. And at my favorite track ever. So, feels awesome, man. So happy right now.
Well, I mean, Stephen, I'll ask you this right there. I mean, obviously, you get the win here at Richmond. Kind of, obviously from Elkview, West Virginia, it's kind of a home track for you, more or less. I mean, y'all pretty close. But, I mean, is this win a little bit different because you're not just racing for a win, you're racing against the same guy that is in your bracket. I mean, is there a little bit more fuel and a little bit more fire to be able to try to hold him off and try to win this race here tonight?
Oh, heck yeah, man. My heart was rolling, dude, the last 6 laps, man. I seen him when he went into the pit. I was really happy. I thought, man, he's going to be back there in the mess. Probably something's going to happen. He'll get a bad finish. If I don't win this, I'll be up on points. But, my teammates kept telling me where he was and how fast he was coming up there, and then all of a sudden he was third right behind me on that restart. So when Cofield got the penalty. But
Steven, I gotta ask you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Are you a fan of this bracket format? Do you like it?
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Go tackle whatever's in front of you, I guess. It's not horrible. It's not the best thing, but it's different, so it's fun. I don't really care about it. I don't have an opinion, to be honest with you. I'm just going to race as far as I can every race, no matter what.
Listen, you are going to Vegas. How do you drive the rest of the semifinal round? And obviously, what would it mean for you being a West Virginia good old boy from almost heaven, good old wild and wonderful West Virginia to win the NASRA Truck Series Championship? And if you do, I think you will be the 5th different champion in 5 seasons.
Nice. Well, first of all, Lucas is really good, and I'm pretty sure if he wins, he can outpoint me. So I'm not quite there yet. I need to race hard, like he's going to win the next race. Really. That being said, it would be awesome, to get another championship. I have one on Friday nights actually, so it'd be great to go get one on Monday nights and get two on the board. And
Steven,
we'll see,
I
man.
don't think you understand. You won. You're in the championship 6 at Vegas. If Lucas Lyons was able to win as well, then both of you guys would fight it out for the championship 6. You
Hope you're
won.
correct, buddy.
So you're
I
there.
thought if he
Yes,
won, he
sir.
could still outpoint me. So I hope
Hell
you're
no,
correct,
man. He wins. He just joins you in the final, and I think it would be a Team Blue battle of the other 4 spots. But
That
dude,
would be great. That would be
yeah.
awesome.
So does that take a relief off knowing that you're in the
It
6
does. I'm
final for
definitely
the
going
next
to do
2
my
weeks,
research
right?
on that. I'm definitely going to do my research on that, and that would take a huge relief. I might just ride in the back and just hang out,
Hey,
We'll
man,
see.
thank your sponsors before I let you go. Congratulations on win number 19 of your career.
Yeah, appreciate it, Bob. I want to start by thanking Dan at DSR Electric, Justin Lumpkin for the paint schemes, and all my teammates that's been with me for the last few years at Sick With It. You guys in the broadcast, Brady and Cody for everything that they do with NASRA, man. Like I said, it feels great just to have another interview, much less be in victory lane. I want to thank my viewers too. My boy texted me already and told me congrats. So I want to thank Zach and Brandy for watching. See you guys.
One spot is already filled for the Championship 6 final in 3 weeks in Vegas. The driver, in his 415th career start, picks up his 19th career win in NASRA, 183rd top 5 and 266 top 10. Yes, sir, 415 starts. Second best to Robert Richards. That is Stephen Thomas. Let's grab now the runner-up of the race. It is Lucas Lyons. It is Team Blue. Lucas, it has been an interesting couple of weeks. The wild race last week, and then this one tonight. Your take of finishing second, and obviously you're not got a shot to not run to the Championship 6. What do you got to do to possibly win Talladega next week, buddy?
Well, first off, I want to say that's how you race someone on old tires and not take them out. I'm just gonna have to be on top of my game for these next 2 weeks. I thought I had it. Even Stephen Thomas said I should have won this race. I was hoping that we would have went green and not have caution after caution and not be able to get more than 2 laps. Yeah.
Well, Lucas, obviously, still a solid run for you here tonight. Obviously, right here at Richmond and everything else. Going to Talladega next week. Is it going to be more about when you go into that race? Is it going to be more about just trying to survive to be at the end, or are you just going to try to stay up the front the whole time? And I know you don't want to give away your whole strategy, but would it be better to be back at the back and just play it safe, or try to ride up front and just give it hell the whole time?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I know I'm gonna have to make a lot of friends and try to convince them, hey, work with me, to try to win. I feel like I have a good shot. I like super speedway racing, and hopefully it doesn't have to come down to Homestead. I feel pretty good there, but I know a bunch of people are probably a little bit faster than me and stuff like that. And I might have one of my friends come spot for Talladega, if he's up to it, just to calm me down because I'm frustrated.
Lucas, before we let you go, buddy, please thank your sponsors. But I got to ask you as well, what's your take of this bracket? Do you like the competition that it had here tonight, or it's had in the playoffs?
I liked it all the way up until now. It was pretty easy to figure out who you're actually racing against. But now I'm really on the fence about it. But I want to thank Coalfield Asphalt Refinishing, Scotty Oliver Racing, Top Tier, Apparel, Southeast Tutoring, Honor Home Loans, Cofield Supply and Service, to you all for putting this amazing broadcast on, and all the sponsors over here, DSR Electric and the Cop Series on Friday.
I know that this is not a real race, but you can hear the frustration or the focus of realizing the hole that he possibly could be in. But he could possibly win Talladega or Homestead Miami if he was able to win any of those two races. It puts him in the Team Blue bracket, both into the final six. Joining, of course, Stephen Thomas. That is the driver of Lucas Lyons. By the way, statistics for Lucas Lyons tonight is career start number 92 of NASRA, 4 career wins, 21 top 5s, and 39 top 10s for the number 53. Let's grab now Phil Pappas, and always great to catch up with Phil. It was a roller coaster for the 88, and it seemed like everyone else on the racetrack, Phil, my boy, but you do get a podium, and I got a feeling, sir, in your 224th career start of NASRA, you've at least jumped to the top of the bracket in Team Green. Your take of this race, sir, finishing third.
Yeah, it was a wild one, man. We were in the back of the pack at one point. We got an EOL at one point. We got in the back of Adam Newton there. Huge mistake on my part, and I apologize to him. Obviously, hate to wreck him. But other than that, man, it was just a wild race, man. And I think just the way we played the tires out there kind of worked out for us in the end there.
Bill, I got to ask you this. I mean, we've seen races at Richmond be like this, and we've seen races at Richmond. Literally, I've been in races with y'all on Monday nights. We're there for a while. I mean, we was doing everything we could just to get a freaking caution, but we never could. Do you think maybe these cautions, the way that they came here this evening, is playing a big factor into how this playoff bracket is, and guys trying to put themselves in position knowing that they're only racing against one guy?
Yeah, I just think everybody's pushing really hard, man. It's getting down to the last handful of races here. So, and you're at a place like here, Richmond. So everybody's just kind of pushing really hard, man. And there's just not enough room for everybody to be pushing hard out there like that.
Phil, what is it going to mean to you, buddy, if you're able to try to survive and at least make it in either by a win or by points to the championship 6?
Oh, it'll be huge, man. I've been there a handful of times now to that last round there, and I just can't seem to win the championship. So I'd love to have another opportunity at it, man. We got Homestead fucking here in a couple of weeks, and that's a good track for mine. So I'm really looking forward to that one.
Well, buddy, before I let you go, please thank your sponsors, Phil, and we'll see you next week at Talladega. Should be a wild one. We always know what Talladega provides, I guess. Wild Dega, I guess, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we sure do. But yeah, I appreciate all my teammates, man. Guys are always here to help me out, dude. I'm able to kind of build off of those guys, and it's a huge help to have those guys around. So I appreciate all that.
Phil Pappas, career start number 224 tonight. Of course, he does have a couple of wins. Actually, he has a total of 6 career wins of NASRA, 44th top 5, and his 112th top 10 here tonight for Richmond Raceway in NASRA statistics. That is Phil Pappas from New Boston. So let me explain again for those that are kind of in a paradox of confusion. Can we show the bracket real quickly, if you will, Mr. Engineer? I wish I could be like John Madden and be able to put circles on the screen and whatnot and go, boom, he's going to move here and move up the outside, but I don't have a tablet. So you see Lyons and you see Thomas if you're watching the broadcast. They're in Team Blue. Obviously, Diebold came in leading for Team Green, but I got a feeling that Phil Pappas, after this podium finish, and I don't even think Diebold was here tonight, it should send him up to the number 1 spot. Well, let me explain to y'all. Just because Stephen Thomas won the race, he goes to the championship 6. However, if somebody else, like Lyons, was able to win, he goes into the championship 6. There is a possibility that 2 Team Blues could fight for the title. In addition to that, we could possibly see something happen with Team Red, okay? Let's say Justin Lumpkins wins at Talladega next week and Brady LaBeouf wins at Homestead Miami. They go to the Championship 6. Now, with that being said, Jacob Reeves, if we have one team blue and everybody else are non-points drivers that win, it's going to come down to each color bracket. The highest man would go to the championship final by points. That's how it would happen. I hope everybody caught on to that explanation.
Yeah, I mean, that will really throw a wrench into every bit of these different lines. Could possibly get a win over the next 2 weeks, however you look at it. It would be an awesome kind of deal to see how that would play out. But Wesley, we've been thrown wrenches before here calling races here with NASRA. We've been thrown wrenches. We've seen guys miss out on the playoffs by 1 point. We've seen all kinds of crazy stuff. And over the next 2 weeks, there's no telling what is gonna happen.
And by the way, anybody, and I do mean anybody that's on the outside looking in besides Stephen Thomas, will do whatever they got to do to get in the Florida Cabinet Distributors victory lane or by virtue of points to put themselves in to the Championship 6 finale. Victory Lane is presented by Florida Cabinet Distributors. Thank you to all of our other sponsors scrolling up on the top of the screen. We prepare for next week. Talladega, Jacob Reeves, your final thoughts. It's on the horizon. We know what that place entails. We know what type of racing we will see. And boy, this is where the rubber meets the road. Only 2 more spots for bracket drivers to try to go to the Championship 6 at Vegas. And let me remember to emphasize, if Lucas Lyons was able to win, he goes and joins his bracket blue competitor, because they're not teammates, Stephen Thomas, to the final round. And behind that, it is all open by points, man. And I guess if we had Team Blue going into both spots, everyone else would have to make it in by virtue of the point standings, and somebody in a color bracket's probably going to be on the outside looking in. Wow. Jacob, always a pleasure, buddy.
Yeah, Wesley, always a pleasure working with you, and obviously with Australian Dean out the Bengals, baby. Awesome. I'll say this. The race, it started out a little bit slow. Then we had that that long green flag run where, you said it was just awesome to sit there and watch everybody slug it out. And then it got to the end where it was just caution after caution after caution after caution. Somebody sends it in. We got beef one way or another. Somebody gets ill. Somebody's ticked off. Somebody's blocking somebody. Somebody's not blocking somebody. Whatever the case, the main thing is Stephen Thomas comes away with a win. Talladega next Monday night. Cannot wait. Love that place. Been going vacation for I don't know how long. Love that place. Always will. It will be a blast. And one more thing I got to say, Wes Allen, I talked about it a while ago. Don't come at us as the broadcasters. If you come at us and try to screw with us, we will screw with you back.
Bring that bell, because I agree. Put them up. Put your dukes up. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a good one. And we thank you all for joining us. Stephen Thomas from Elkview, West Virginia, is the first driver in the Championship 6 bracket finale coming up in 3 weeks at, of course, Vegas. Talladega, Homestead, all on the way. For Brady LaBeouf, Cody Dott, everybody at the North American Sim Racing Association, race director TJ Moore, for producer director Dean Hopton, Bagels does it again. For Jacob Reeves, I'm Wesley Outland. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you next week at Talladega. Meow.